Hi there, welcome to our educational sessions here at Social Command. Today we're talking about how we dealt with the lockdown previously, because UK, obviously we have viewers all over the world, but the UK is about to go into its second lockdown, its full national lockdown on Thursday. And I thought it was a good time to talk to anybody and everybody, really, regarding how we dealt with that last lockdown and how we were able to get a few hundred users of the software. So the lockdown happened in March in the UK, and we were trundling quite happily along, dealing with all our partners and also our customers as well. And, of course, it threw everything out the window, and everybody got, well, confused, really. I think we're all confused again. But there was a lot of campaigns that stopped, a lot of advertising stopped. People were getting worried. They didn't know which way it was going to go and how things were going to happen. So we decided to move forward with the software because we thought more people need to get online. Which of course they did, and other than the software, we help people with websites and we help people with apps. But the software was the most important bit because it was the cheapest option for people to get online. And what we found the most popular, the social media side of the software is very important, but the social ordering of the software, which is built into the software, was knocking it out the park. Because if people went to their web designers and went for an e-com add-on to their website, they were being charged thousands of pounds, which, as you were getting into a lockdown situation, you didn't have any bricks and mortar retail side, it was a risky business and people were worried about that. So we then pushed the software out there, we advertised it, and we only advertised it for a couple of months, really. I think it was, we let March get out of the way because it was everybody had to settle down and figure out what they did. So in April and May, we marketed the software, just basic. We used our AI advertising and also the lead generation software, which product which we'll come to in a moment. And we marketed it that way. And we must have signed up about 170 just software users. Some had social. They had the posting as well as the software. But there was people who just purely had the software. So I want to show you the main part of the software that got everybody excited and realised they could pay £20 a month for the software, and they had a full ecom package. Now, how you, as a partner, because I'm talking to customers and partners here, because as a partner, you can obviously retail that as much as you want. We did at the time that £5 a week for the software, which we still do, and it's very, very successful. And so anybody who's watching this who wants to use the software, it's £5 a week. But we are going to show you one specific section of the software, and also our lead gen, how we marketed it to people during that time of the lockdown. So as we prepare to go into lockdown 2 or 2.1, I don't know what we're calling it, but the lockdown happens in the UK again on Thursday. So businesses will need help again, I can guarantee it, because there was obviously a lot of business support, bounce back loans, and grants and that type of thing that helped people get through the previous lockdown, and they didn't really push their business forward. But now that it's not there as much, and I know it's only a month, but it could be a bit further than that, and we could do it again after Christmas. So I thought there was a prime time to tell the partners and also tell our normal customers how the software works in this specific section. So I'm going to make this a big screen so you can see all of that. Brilliant. Right, so this is just one of our clients who I've got permission off to give you a demo of how his system works. It's a brewery. We've used him before. He's actually a mate of mine, and he's always quite happy to allow me to demo his software, how he uses it, and how we use it for him. So this is Seal Hill Brewery. They have 2 connections at the moment. That's all he has. So let's just get onto that screen there. They're brilliant. So we've got 2 connections at the moment, and that would be Facebook and Twitter. This is obviously the normal posting. If you've used the software, you know how this works. This is just the finding content Obviously, we're looking at beer festivals at the moment, and we grab the information about the beer festival, and we add the banner, and he moves forward with that, and it works really well. We just do one post a day for them, and we also do some recurring posts from the website as well. The bit I want to talk about today is the social ordering, because this is what was very, very successful for Seal Hill Brewery, and as I say, a lot of the other businesses that took the software. The most important thing has actually been an update over the past few months since we originally sent out the software. Originally it was just Stripe that we were using and cash, but now we've added a PayPal service on here. So this is really the back end, the last section of the software, which is the obviously you take the money, which is the important bit. Cash was disabled for the brewery because he was obviously people were ordering products from him, but he wanted to do all online payments, so he didn't deal with cash. Or, as he went to people's houses, they paid. He just dropped them off on the doorstep, knocked on the door, and got back in his van. So he never used cash, but that is there if it's needed. A few of the street food guys actually use the cash system because they were using the PayPal here system and also iZettle, which is the other payment system, which people just turned up and just touched their card or their phone onto their reader. So they just put it down as cash, and people just turned up. They actually took cash as well. So you can have, as I say, all three types. You can have Stripe, you can have a cash payment, or you can have PayPal. Obviously, PayPal is brand new and it's quite exciting. So that's the back end of it. That's how the actual takings of the money is done. Let's just click on the first bit here, which is configuration. This is that bit here is the URL. I'll come to that in a second because I just want to show you how the configuration works. So we added the logo in, we added the app icon. So when if someone saves the location, the URL location to their home screen on their phone, that's the icon that appears. Default categories where when you log in to the ecom section, it takes you there first. He's only got one product base, which is the cases of beer, so that's the one it goes to. The currency, it's got all the currencies in the world there, so it doesn't matter where we are. Default country is obviously United Kingdom because it is in the United Kingdom. Online only. This is purely, we tick that so only sales online can happen, and people can't use it to thinking they can pick up from a store. So it's just purely online. You can track inventory if you want to put stock in there of certain items, like you've got 100 products, you can track that and put a number in there, and every time it sells, it knocks one off the inventory, and when it gets down to a certain number, it'll email you or email the client to say, you're running low, do you want to get some more product in? Special instructions on the checkout page if you want to add special instructions, and you can do the terms as well, and you can hide the address if you don't want people coming to visit your location. When we talk about locations, we have multiple locations. They've only got one, which is based just in Solihull, but if you've got multiple locations for a client, and they've got slightly different products, you can actually put different locations in there and assign those products to that location. Then the most important bit is actually the product list. It looks complicated, but really it isn't. We've just got one category, which is cases of beer. I'll show you what the shop looks like in a moment. So cases of beer, which are 12 bottles, and he has multiple products there, all the different brews that he does, and a mixed case there. That's all the prices. You can obviously edit and copy and delete each item here if you want to, and you can also stack them in different areas, so you can grab one and move it down or move it up wherever you want it to be. When you edit in there, it will actually show you. We can actually. I'll do that now so you can see it. That's brilliant. Okay, so this is Gold Star. So you've got the name there, what the price is, the delivery fee. You can have a major delivery fee at the end. So if people are ordering multiple cases, they don't put a delivery fee on each case. It's just one delivery fee for 3 cases if they're ordering 3 cases. Summary is just obviously the percentage we put down there. and also the name of the product, then a short description of the product, then a picture of the product. You can have multiple pictures of the product as well. You don't have to just have one, which is excellent. Then coupon code. So you build that up, and then you can have coupon codes if you want to give discounts. Payments we've already seen, because that's all the three levels of the Stripe, the Cash, and the PayPal. Reporting, you can pull up reports of all the sales that have happened. So I went through it really quick, but it is quite simple. The most difficult bit is actually when you're building the product list. But if you've got the information, you just go there and you fill it out. Now, what does it look like, and how can people view it? Well, this is the important bit. This actually builds a web page for you, and this is the web address. So Social Apps Now is the system that we're using to host it, and at Social Command, that stands for there, and then obviously the name of the client or the customer that's using it. And you can share that out. If the client wants to share that out, you can share it out on social media. You can pin it to the top of his page on Facebook. If you share it out on any page of Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or anything really, you just share it out there, and it'll, it's an actual online shop on social media, which is fantastic. If you've got an app, you can add that URL into the app. So you've got an app store, an e-com store inside the app, because the apps we build don't have online shopping built into them, because again, that works out very expensive. But you can just sell this into the app, and you can just put a hyperlink inside the app that we build, and that goes to this page. What does it look like? Well, as you can see, the bits earlier where I showed the products earlier, let's open it up. Beautifully laid out. It looks special as well, because Mark from Seal Hill Brewery did supply some top-notch photographs for this. So it's all about getting the content in there, getting the pictures. Each product looks great. That was the Gold Star one we were looking at, so let's have a click on there. So you've got a short description, and then when you click onto it, then you got the full description here when you're actually on the page itself. And you can just order a quantity of 12. It says at the top here, 12 500 bottles for $21.95. So you can add that. You can add to the basket, and then you go to the basket and you go to the Stripe, or you go to Cash, or you go to PayPal. So it's a very simple system, as the software is. Very simple, but very powerful. Again, you would be paying thousands of pounds for an e-com suite to be added into a website. You can sell this to a customer, and you can build it. You can either sell it to the customer for £5 a week, or you can, as a partner, you can actually build it for them and then sell it in for the cost of your service for building it and the software. So you can keep it updated. It's entirely up to you. But the client who has the software itself, they can build this quite easily. As ever, there's always instructions at the top of the page when you're building these type of things. It looks beautiful. When you add it to an app, it formulates itself into an app size, so it looks great. You can add it to a web page if you don't want to pay that horrendous amount of money for the e-com section of your website. You can actually add it, so you can pay £20 a month instead of paying £1,000 or whatever. So that works really well. So we build those. We built lots of those for clients over the last lockdown, and this is where you've got to go. This is your selling bit now. I'm talking directly to the partners, not so much our clients or customers now. You've got to go out and sell this, and you've got to market this with people, because the people who don't have websites or deal with social media or have got apps or anything like that, they're struggling. They really are struggling to get on board on digital. And this, with this pandemic that's going on and the next lockdown that's happening on Thursday, you've got to be online or you're going to fail. It's really important. So how do we find the customers? So that's the most important bit, other than actually building it yourself. The Partner Resource Centre, which we bang on about all the time. Hopefully you use it. I've already logged in here, so I can scroll down. As you know, as all the partners do know already, that you've got the white label images here. You've got some nice. That was a great actually designed post, which you can just cut and paste that and post it away. Tells you why you need social media. All the logos in white label. But the prospecting app, this is brilliant. A lot of people use it. A lot of the partners use it. And you put your location in. If you're in Birmingham, Manchester, if you're in California, wherever. You put your location in there, the type of business that you're looking for. So you need to be looking at retail shops. That's a bit too vague. You actually need to find an actual physical type of genre of a retail shop. So bookshop, shoe shop, anything like that. As I've always said, never go for the big boys because they've got their own marketing departments. Go for the independents. So anybody who's going to be suffering in the COVID process for the next month, bars, restaurants who need to put in place an online ordering system, bang, there you go, £20 a month. Here's the software. That will do that. So you can search for the pubs, you can search for restaurants, search for your type of retail that you're looking for. Then you've got the distance in miles from your location, and you stick your email address in there, and it takes 24 hours. And it's less than 24 hours at the moment. And that will come to you in a spreadsheet format with the client details that you've looked for, a list of probably 20 or 30 of them. Now, GDPR, this is the only problem with this. You have to contact them. You have to pick up the phone and you've got to ring them, because you can't just email them, because that's unsolicited emails. There are companies out there that do this. It's illegal, but you can go outside of the EU and get a company to do the emails for you, and no one can be touched. But what we recommend is pick up the phone and just say, do you need any help with your social media? Do you need to get an online shop going? The software will do it. We can do it for you, £20 a month. Do it yourself, or X amount if you want us to do it for you. The other way you can do it is actually, once the list is there, it will show you the Facebook page. You can drop them a messenger page. You can follow them and then drop them a message on their messenger. Cut and paste it and say, hey, we can sort you out with some online ordering, e-com system, anything, website, app. Selling the works, that's what you need to do. They need to be online. It's the most important bit. So use all the products that we do. So the software, social ordering, very important, and everything else it does. We know the software does loads of stuff. And then also add into that the lead finder, so you can find your new customers and people on the high street. Pick up the phone to them and say if you need help. Don't be scared. It is a worrying thing. I'm not a great person for picking up and doing cold calling, but it's important to do, because there's so many people out there who are in trouble and they need support and they need help to go online. And we have got all of the power in the software and all the apps we do and the websites that we build. We've got a massive arsenal of stuff which you can supply to them at a reasonable cost, because it's got to be reasonable. That's why we were so successful with the software. And I'm not saying all those 172 people who had the software have stayed with us. No. We've probably lost a good 3/4 of them. But they know what we do. Some have come back and done some advertising with us. Some have come back and had the social media. So don't be worried that, I'm only selling it for £5 a week. If you get it's give them a service, get it out there, because once you make that connection with a client, you can then email them all the time about all the products that you do. So make that connection, sell them something which is reasonably priced and low priced, that's not going to scare them, and help them to get through this next lockdown. Obviously, across the world, there's lockdowns everywhere. So if you are in a different part of the world and you're about to go into lockdown, or you're in lockdown, all I'm saying here is everything is the same. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. So the main things, the points are the e-com system in the software. Sell it separately. If you want, you can switch everything else off and just sell the e-com, or sell them all the software, let them get on with it, or charge a bit extra and you do that for them. And then to find those clients, use a prospecting app actually in the resource centre. And when all that comes together, it works really well. So we're going to start a little bit of marketing over the next few weeks, and we're going to hit back the people who originally had the software back in May, and let's see if they're going to have it again. But let's get some people using out there. Go and get 5 or 10 people, and if all the partners did that, we're helping hundreds of people then. And it's the most important thing is to help people from Thursday. So, any questions, drop me an email, office@socialcommand.co.uk, and I will be able to help you out and answer anything, or you can WhatsApp me. As ever, you can give me a ring. I'm always here. The team, I can put you in parts of the team if anything else needs to be answered. But software, get the software out there, get them to use it, show them what it can do. The online system, the online ordering system is vitally important. So, yeah, just do it. £5 a week. Get it out there. Let's help some people. That is it. Thank you for being with us for half an hour or so there. And we'll be doing another one next few days about another aspect which we'll do. And I hope we can help people. Stay safe, everybody. See you soon.